Well, hello. It's been a while. Crazy couple months. I'm Gretchen the Tipsy Esty, and I love Halloween. So I'm jumping back into making videos with this fun ghost makeup. As with all makeup, priming should be your first step, especially when you're dealing with heavy Halloween makeup and very dry skin. I fought with the container for about 5 minutes to actually get it open, but once I did, I am using the Madeyewlook Face and Body Paint. We're going to be coating my entire face, ears, neck, and décolleté with this lovely ghostly white. This makeup is water-based, so you just add a little bit of water to your brush and then dip it into the container and start to go. Now, doing face paint, Halloween makeup, grease paint, it's a lot different than putting on regular makeup, so I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to do it effectively and with as little streaking as possible. My dry skin seems to always absorb, even with primer, the water-based paint. So I like to start with a nice thin coat that I let dry first. I don't necessarily worry about it streaking or anything like that because it's just going to kind of be a second primer to the makeup primer that I use to begin with. Once that base coat is dry, it might sink into your pores a little bit. That's okay. You're going to start layering the makeup onto your skin for that finished look. Now, you need to be very, very patient with this process. This isn't like regular makeup, so you're going to see some streaking. It might dry unevenly. Just be patient and keep layering until you get the finish that you want. Let the brush do all the work. Saturate your brush with the color and then glide it over your skin. Do not press it into your skin. That will cause more streaking. You want to go heavy and in one direction only. If you go back and forth, again, you're going to get lots of streaking. So start in one spot and move across the skin, lift up your brush, and then move back to the original position and go again. Also, don't overwork the product as it dries. If you start to feel resistance or you start to see a slight streak, stop, re-wet the brush, re-dip it in the product, and then continue. Overworking the dry product will just cause it to clump, streak, bare spots. It just doesn't work correctly. Make sure you keep your makeup brush nice and wet and you don't go over spots that are starting to dry. Again, I can't reiterate, it's all about being patient and taking your time. This simple white coverage took me roughly 20 minutes, and I think it took me a little bit longer than that, but from what I can remember, it was about 20 minutes. So just be patient and work it and keep layering until you get the desired look that you want. I'm going to prime the eyes with some eye primer and then set it with some white eyeshadow. I'll be honest, I really didn't know what I was going to do for this look. I had a couple different references and pictures, and this all just kind of came together as I was doing it. I came up with a theme though. It was a girl on her way to a party and she just didn't make it there. So that's how I started. So I decided to go with my favorites, pinks and purples, and I took a shimmery purple and kind of circled around the eyes to create the base of the shadowy eye. And then I started blending like my life depended on it, elongating the eyes out towards like a crazy shaped cat eye. I was learning a lot about the makeup and technique and actually making design decisions as I was doing the first eye. So we're just going to kind of speed through the first eye. I'll go into more detail as I do the second. But one thing I did learn about body paint, face paint, is that unlike foundation, it doesn't make a great base for different colors. So don't ever put the color where you don't want it to go. I would not put the white over my eye um, where I was going to do the smoky eye if I was doing this all over again. I originally started shading with black eyeshadow to create the smoky eye and hollow eye effect, but with the white body paint, it just came really murky and gray. So I went in with black body paint and traced in all of the smoky and the shape of the smoky eye that I wanted to, as well as making my eyes more hollow. I then took the black shadow and diffused around it to make it look more blended so that I could blend out the edges and make it look like it was fading into the pink. I went back with the pink and purple to kind of blend the edges in just a little bit more. Also, I wanted you to be able to see that pretty pink color even from under the hollow of her eyes. I wanted the remnants of her glitter makeup from her party look to still show through, almost like the hollow was expanding over or making her eyes bigger. So I took some of the glitter and I pressed it around the eye on the pink and purple part. I then took a nice shimmer paint and started cutting my crease to give the lid more of a sparkly look. On the other side, I used a brush, but I learned that using my finger, I was able to pack on a lot more glitter on top of that paint quicker and more effectively and easier. Before I finished my eye, I wanted to clean up all the glitter and even out the dried portions of my makeup to give it one more nice even coat. I used a black pencil to trace my waterline and darken that in. And then I used the liquid portion of that pencil to trace in my new eyebrows. I wanted them to be black. I wanted them to be stark. I traced the eyebrow line and extended it to fit the shape of my cat eye. Now it was time to make my face look more hollow. So I took a gray eyeshadow and stamped right underneath where my cheekbones hit. And then over the top of that, I started stamping a black eyeshadow, bringing it about to the alignment of the outer corner of my eye. And then you blend like you've never blended before. I took a fluffy brush and started blending down and following my cheekbone to the corner of my lips, drawing it towards the center of my face. Do not go above the cheekbones because you want your face to look sallow and sunken in. So you're going to blend out the color, drawing it down, not all the way to your jawline, but drawing it down and fading it out, and then drawing it to the corners of your mouth. Give your chin a little bit of dimension by carving around the dark spots of your chin. Shade in your hairline, bringing your forehead effectively down. Carve out your jawline and draw it down your neck. And make sure you give your lips a little bit of dimension as well. Shade around your nose and carve out your nose so that it looks more hollow. Including the bridge. Not quite sure what happened here, but I had a disastrous time putting on false lashes, but make sure you put on false lashes. apply mascara to both upper and lower, and feel free to be heavy-handed because if it's not perfectly neat, it doesn't really matter. So I started to apply some like vampy plum lipstick, but it didn't look right sitting on top of the white face paint. So I decided to do a layer of black face paint on my lips to give it some more dimension. And then I applied the purple vampy lipstick on top of it. And there you have it. Party gone wrong. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you later. I just realized I need to take all of this off. I'm going to be finding white and glitter in my eyes, ears, nose, and mouth for about a month. So, see you Christmas.